Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
You find yourself in a tavern.
Yo, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast fireball.
All right. Roll for it. Previously on Friday Night Quests.
I got my neck slit. You got suffocated?
He collapsed my trachea.
He squished my heart with his hands.
I know.
You know about Vex's security system.
Oh, but you do. Tell us more.
Yes, it's the brains that he has around all over his domain. I would say they are points in a much larger web. The network can see all and enhance his great warriors. So they have this thing called an elder brain. It acts as a central hub for these smaller brains. What you are looking for, it sounds like, is basically the essence of chaos.
Oh boy.
His name is Sendam. He is regarded as the Lord of Insanity, if that gives you any concept. He is the pure essence of chaos and the god, if you would call him, of this Ladi.
I think you need to unite with your enemy to battle the greater enemy here.
Also, there's other good news, and it's that Velvet League is on the case.
Yes.
Well, I guess then we will go see him. And we'll have to leave the mansion to do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We know.
So, we step outside the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
We're back inside the monastery.
Still here?
Mm-hmm.
Little mini monastery. Okay, so, I know the direction of where his kingdom is, but I'm not exactly sure where he... Does anyone know how to potentially find him? I have an idea of where he could be, but...
What are we seeing in our surroundings right now?
In the monastery, it is a plain white walls with columns, like Doric columns all around. On the ground beneath you is grass.
What if we step outside?
If you step outside, you look around you, and there are smoke trees. So the trees are made of like structures of smoke, and where their branches are, you see lightning arcing off of the top of it. So essentially, you are right at the edge of a forest of smoke and lightning trees.
Cool.
Sendam!
You just yell that into...
Yeah, because my...
Minions of Sendam! We're here to help!
I do a cartwheel. Ha-ha! Into the splits. Woohoo!
So you're looking around. Lorai comes running out. What are you doing?
We need to talk to the king.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's not out here. You know who
No.
are out here? The Slotty that have been being wiped out by Vex troops.
Right. And if they know that we can help them,
Yeah.
they will take us to the king.
Have you ever met a Slotty?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Many of them.
Many.
Yes,
We've
not,
killed him.
but not all of them are lieutenants or generals. Most of them are bloodiest, murderous creatures.
Well, so here's the other thing. I could just go to him.
We could.
okay.
Is that-
Wait, unannounced?
Yeah, that's option B, and I don't love it.
Let's
That's not
do
a good
it.
option.
It's so chaotic.
Well, actually, technically what would happen is we would pull him to us. Oh, that's interesting.
No, please don't do that.
Hang on, let's all get back in the mansion and talk about this.
No, this is a bad
okay.
idea.
All right,
Okay,
it's a
come
bad
here.
idea, but let's
Come on,
talk it
Lorraine.
through.
Let's go
Let's game this
Nope,
out.
no bad ideas.
No bad ideas.
We're all just putting our thoughts out there.
We climb back into the mansion. We close the door and we seal it. We could try to cast Gate and pull the King of Chaos here, and then talk to him here. That seems like a bad idea, but it's an option that we have not yet explored.
It's so random. It could work.
We could also... You could...
I could locate him if you just give me an hour to lay here prone on the floor.
Yeah, to prepare new spells, yeah.
Yep,
We've got some time on this mansion left.
you do. Have you ever had a bath?
Yes, I've had a bath.
Okay, I'm just. You
I
can
mean,
have
do you have a bath available? I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, we do. You could.
All right, I'll take a bath.
There you go. I'm just gonna lay here. Boop.
All right, changing out your spells.
Mm-hmm. Just thinking real hard.
Actually, let's take a long rest, because I wouldn't mind having the 7th level back.
Okay, you all take a long rest.
So healed up?
Yeah, healed up.
All right. Oh, I guess I just got resurrected, so...
Yeah, you have like
Yeah, you would be
have a
fine.
couple hours to kill. What are
You'd be
you
fully
doing?
healed. Unless you were, like, stabbing yourself for some reason.
Yeah, I've been slowly stabbing myself.
Oh! Just putting your old scars back on your body?
Yeah, I've been punching myself in the throat over and over again.
Why?
Just 'cause training.
Oh, well, yeah, you do have that baby fresh skin.
Yeah.
You got to toughen it
Gotta
up.
toughen it. I do like how soft it is,
Okay.
but I am also a warrior.
Yeah.
So
So you guys take a long rest
Yep.
and reconvene. So now you know locate creature.
I do. I'm ready.
So let's step out into the mansion. Or the not the mansion, the monastery.
You open the door.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You open the door into the room, and you see, like, the light is coming in from the Mordenkainen's mansion, because inside this monastery there were, like, little, basically sconces with flames in there before.
Okay.
They are out, and the only light casting into the room is coming from the mansion. And you see that this little monastery is now completely dark.
Ooh.
Inside the monastery, you see movement. You see something blue skitter up one of the walls. You see something red skitter down one of the other walls. And you see 3 things pop up just below the door. Because I assume, is the door on the ground level or is it?
I always imagine it's like 6 inches off the ground.
Okay.
I thought there was a porch.
There isn't. No, it's just a door.
And you see just above the lip of the door, you see eyes. You see 6 slotty eyes peer up into the doorway of the Mordenkainen mansion. And you hear, and you see about 8 slotty bodies pull into frame as the light fills the room. And you see red, you see blue, and you see 1 green. And they leap into Mordenkainen's mansion.
Okay. They can't enter.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
they
that's
weren't
right.
invited.
They weren't invited.
So they leap, snarling and biting, and slam into whatever this magical, essentially, doorway is to your mansion. And you see a few of them slamming their bodies against it. The blue ones being larger than the red slotty, slamming their large muscular bodies against this magical doorway, essentially, and yelling, going, screaming at the door. And you see Larai kind of has backed away from the doorway.
I'm just chilling at the door frame, just like leaning against it, just looking outside. Fellas, we'd like to talk to the king.
You see a few of them, like, again, like, slamming up against the doorway.
I have a servant bring me a banana, and I just eat it while they just tire themselves out doing
So
this.
after a few minutes, like, the few have stopped, and you see a green slotty step in front of the doorway and look up at you.
I drop the banana peel at my feet, just in the door frame.
The other ones, which are completely naked, the green slotty looks like it actually has some, almost like a bandolier on it, across its stomach, and it looks like it has pouches and things, like as if you would hold, like, components of some sort, and it is holding a long black and red gnarled staff.
Ah, you and I have some things in common, I'm suspecting.
And it looks at you and tilts its head and starts mouthing. You hear,
Hang on. It seemed like
you are
Oh.
human.
Magic. Tongues.
Half-elf.
Okay. Well, yes, no, we're not all humans here. Some of us are half-elves.
Like you.
The common tongue. You are one of his agents.
Probably not, but who's that?
Vect.
No. Super duper no.
Boo!
Actually.
We hate him. Look, and I gesture to a whiteboard of like various childish scribblings of Vect, like disemboweled and hanged and quartered, and like, see?
You use tricks to enter our domain.
I'm gonna just point out. I'm not breaking the event horizon, but I just point. Hey, take a look at that mangled piece of metal and glass in the corner. That was Vect's. And I point to the remains of the lantern, which Horace smashed.
You see one of the red slutty go up and slash at it with its claws and knock it to the ground. Yes, we are familiar with what he uses.
Used. We busted it up.
I'm going to need you to roll a persuasion.
Not a very good roll. Got a total of 8.
We do not believe you. Vect uses all levels of tricks.
Okay, well, I'll get between them and Sweeney and say, hey, do I look like somebody who can trick somebody?
Wow.
The green slutty is going to roll insight. What do you mean?
I speak from the heart. I'm a soul man.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Ain't no lies here.
We would like to speak with the king in order to inform him the best way that we can get you and all of your other allies into Vekt's lair and destroy him and everything around him.
You see a few of like the red slotty in the back, like going up and pushing other red slotty and like, and one of the blue ones.
You like that? You like
one
that?
One of the blue ones grabs one of the red ones and picks it up and like holds it.
Oh, like a stuffed animal?
Like a dog, like a rabid dog.
Oh, they're a lot bigger than I thought they
Yeah,
were.
the blue ones, by the way, are like 3 times the size of the red ones.
Oh.
They look like, if you imagine, like, you know, the front of a pit bull has like just massive jacked arms and back. That's like what these things look like.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Like me. Like Horace.
Yes, exactly
yeah,
like Horace.
I would think that
I'm
you're
ripped as hell.
Yeah, but you're like proportional. You don't skip leg day, is what I'm saying.
That's true.
You're not just all top.
I've never skipped leg day.
No.
What are you suggesting?
An audience with your king where we can explain to him a method of incursion into Vekt's fort that we can cooperate.
The green slotty turns around, and I'll need both Horace and Sweeney to roll a persuasion check again.
It's better, 14.
I got a 27.
Oh my god.
I'm persuasive.
You just look at them, and it's like, "Mwah."
In your eyes.
We have a common enemy. And we intend to kill Vekt.
We owe him.
What is this one doing with you? And he eyes Lorai.
He's our fashion influencer.
What?
He gives us fashion tips.
He gave us these very fashionable uniforms.
Look at this armor. Isn't that nice?
Their kind are not welcome.
But look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
He doesn't have to come with us.
I would like to not go with with everyone. It's fine if I stay in here. I'll just be by myself. We would not leave his kind untapped, unknown in our lands.
He will not make any strikes against you except in self-defense. If you do not harm him, he will not harm you.
I'm going to look back at Lorray and go like, sorry. He's our pet.
What?
I said I'm sorry. He's our pet.
He is your pet.
And we...
Show me.
Oh, God. All right. I'm going to go to Lorray and I'll be like, I'm really sorry. And I'm going to pet him.
What's going...
I'm going to pet him.
What are you doing?
See?
See?
Good guy. Good little guy.
Pets do not belong on 2 legs. Put him to the ground.
Well, technically, no, because he walks on 2 legs.
I mean, if
he
you have
should be on 2 legs.
You have a pet ostrich.
I mean,
well,
like,
let's
would you make a bird crawl?
We'll show you his leash.
As you guys are saying this, a bunch of the slotties' heads are getting closer and closer to the
right.
door, like they're smiling and laughing.
I'll cast a minor illusion and create a leash between us
Okay.
and Lorai. It's just fake. He doesn't feel anything, but he looks down and I'm like, I really do not like doing this, but I am sorry.
Do it for fashion, Lorray. Do it.
Are you... Oh. Yes, I am their pet.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
There we go.
Well.
You see all the slotty, the red and the blue laughing, their mouths agape, teeth showing. Yes,
Yeah.
he is your pet, isn't he?
He is. So let's get this over with. I'd like to speak to your king or leader or whatever he is because we've got a common enemy. And I am cuckoo in the cabeza. And I'm ready to F S-word up.
We will take you to him.
Thank you.
We are waiting. And he steps back out of the light of the mansion and back into the dark monastery.
Okay, so I'll look at you guys and I'll go like, I'll go first.
Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right.
Watch the banana peel.
Did you put a banana peel up there?
You can just kick it you can kick it out of the mansion. It'll just evaporate.
All right.
Like all of our trash.
All right. I'll go first.
So you step out of the mansion into the room,
Non-threatening.
non-threateningly.
No weapon in my hand.
No weapons?
I mean, I have my weapon on my back.
Okay. So you
But-
step into the room,
Yeah.
and you see in the very far corner of the room, barely in shadow, you see all 8 of them standing there with the 9th, the green slotty, standing in front of all of them. Mm-hmm. Just waiting. All of them just sitting there.
Okay.
Not sitting, they're all just standing against the wall.
Okay. I'll approach them and seem friendly and go, "Are you ready to kill Vecht?"
Remove your weapons.
All right. I'll take my big sword off and lay it on the ground.
Oh my god.
Sorry, that was loud.
I want that to be when I get a text. I want that sound to play when I get a text. It's like, that's not the sound of metal, but also we're not in a place.
Yeah, it's also on a grass ground,
So it's not
really
wrong.
it's just the sword.
No, it's not wrong,
The
though.
sword makes such a bizarre sound.
Check that metal.
That was so good. I loved it. Okay. All right, I'm going to follow.
There's a cowbell at the end of the sword. That's really the problem.
I had a cowbell put on.
Izzy,
gonna-
you step out,
Yep.
and they're still waiting.
Yeah, I follow with the illusory leash of Lorai, which I'm just going to keep casting every minute.
You can keep the pet in there.
I can't really,
Oh. All right, but bring him.
because they're not going to leave him here, and also the mansion's only going to be here for a couple more hours.
That's fine.
So
We can bring him. We got it.
yeah,
he's
let's
fine.
bring him
That's
along.
fine.
He also knows way more about this place than
Yeah.
we do. So
Just remember, you were dead in the prison anyway, so...
Yes, I understand. This is still not good.
it's not good, and we don't like it, and we're sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Like, I can still be upset about this.
Yeah, you were entitled to be.
I don't know. I don't like the negativity.
I helped bring all of you back to life, and now I'm in
Hey,
leash.
pets don't talk back.
Smack.
Oh, no.
No, please don't do that.
Like on the top of the head, like pat. Like,
Do you pat him?
Like no, it's like a
Okay.
rabbit. Like,
SWAT.
SWAT.
Yeah.
Like shh.
Sorry.
As you guys were having this little bit of an argument, a few of them were eyeing each other, the slutty, but after you pat him on the head, one of them laughs and the other one knocks the one that's
I'm
laughing.
gonna eye him back. Think it's funny? Think it's funny?
This is not the hill to die on.
And the red one starts like scraping the ground in front of it as if it's like making territorial approach.
Pat to pat.
I just say like, don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact.
That was a rhetorical question. She does think it's funny. We all think it's funny.
We've wasted enough time. Come with us. Leave any weapons behind.
All right.
Okay.
If you don't, it will know.
We already left the weapons.
Yeah, that's fine. Izzy, take your scimitar. You're not going to use.
I don't
off.
have anything. I'm
Yeah.
just wearing a breastplate
Yeah.
right now.
Chill.
Literally just wearing a breastplate.
You're bottomless.
You're just Donald
yes,
ducking
that's all
it.
I have. I'm shirt cocking it.
Wow.
I don't have anything.
You don't have a shirt or a cock. So.
No, I just have a breastplate.
That's so wild of you.
Crazy Izzy.
I mean, it's just you're the ones with a problem with it. I'm fine.
I don't have a problem with it.
They don't have a problem
You're
with
gonna
it.
get dirt in your vagina if you're not
I
careful.
know.
That's probably happened though,
I'm
right?
familiar with that
I mean, you're a
process.
druid.
Yeah.
We are practically dirt to begin with.
All right.
I am like the earth
All right.
to which life flourishes from me.
So you guys step outside and follow the slutty. They step out and you see first the red take off and leap into the air, and they move their hands as if they are swimming in water. You see the red slutty start to swim upwards into the air, and you see the blue follow right behind.
That's so cute.
That's wild.
The green slutty leaps up and turns around. Follow us.
Okay.
Go nowhere else.
Oh, it's like a dream. So you just jump and start.
So you jump up and wave your hands, and you fall right back on the
Oh,
ground.
son of a bitch.
Oh.
Wait, I'm not thinking hard enough. Can I do it again?
Are you thinking about swimming?
Yes, in the air.
You think about it for a little bit, and nothing happens. Listen. This is their domain. They interact with limbo differently. We have to... If you want to swim, you have to make water around you, but you cannot breathe in water. It's tricky. Let me...
I can cast fly on us.
What
Should we
does that mean?
I mean, I can make us fly.
I can become a bird.
Oh, yes. I mean, that would definitely help.
Yeah. Can you do this thing that they're doing?
No, I can't swim, but I can make a structure and you know,
Yeah. I'll just
wind beneath. It's fine.
I'll just use
yes.
a 6th level spell. All right. All the 4 of us can fly. Doo-doo-doo. It lasts for 10 minutes.
So everybody takes flight, and you fly after the slutty.
Oh, I have a magic word. I should probably read my magic words.
Because then it didn't happen.
Because otherwise it didn't happen.
None of this happened.
Yeah, none of this happened. Levioso.
There you go.
I knew it was that.
And you guys all take
it's
off
gonna be the Harry Potter spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
and start flying upwards. So as you're flying further into limbo, beneath you, you see now the full forest of smoke and lightning trees. You fly over that. You fly past a few mountain ranges. The mountains are littered with, this time, beautiful regular trees, but the grass appears to act and look like stone beneath you. You see whirling pools of water like oceans flowing around in the air in the distance. And then coming up, you are approaching what can only be described as a tornado, like a hurricane in the air. But it is significantly larger than a singular tornado. It looks as if it would be 3 stadiums in width and 3 stadiums in height. This is a massive, massive whirling tornado in front of you, and you see the Sladi making their way for it. The Sladi get up to the entrance to it, and you see the green Sladi whisper something, and you see the tornado start to part and open, and the Sladi just swim their way through. You follow suit, flying behind them, and as you're flying through, you see, going through this tornado, and this tornado is about 50 feet thick, this wall of spinning, and you look inside, and you see it is actually made up of hundreds, if not thousands, of little creatures with purple skin, and it looks like, and you can barely see them because they're moving so fast, but you see it looks like in their hands they have little blades spinning around and around at high speeds, creating this tornado. Hundreds of thousands of them going up as high as the sky. And as you fly through this and it parts, you see it. There is almost as if, think of it like you took the whole width of the Kemp estates and pulled it out of the ground with still some of the structure and the stone beneath it. But in front of you is a golden castle, completely pristine, covered in gold. And you see the walls of the castle dripping off of itself. You see as if the castle is liquid gold rolling off of it, flowing up to the sky in globs of gold. You see the Sladi land in the front of the castle where there is an open door and a large drawbridge, and they wait for you there.
We land.
You land. As you land, I'd like each of you to make an intelligence check.
Oh, no.
Not a saving throw?
Yeah, actually, I need each of you to make an intelligence saving throw.
That's way better for me.
Sweeney, what'd you get?
15.
15? Horace?
16.
Izzy?
17.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay. Good job, everybody.
Nice.
All 3 of you feel something, as if there's something behind you. You look around and there isn't anything there, and then it fades. This odd feeling in the back of your mind. And you continue on. So the green Sladi beckons you, "Come with me. We will go to the court. I will see if the Lord will see you today." And the Sladi walks in and beckons you to follow him.
It's so formal for such a chaos realm. Don't you think? I mean, we're following him. I'm just talking out loud quietly.
So you follow him inside, and as you're walking in, I'd like each of you to roll a perception check.
Whoops.
Sweeney?
25.
Horace?
10.
Izzy?
12?
So Horace and Izzy, you don't notice anything, but you're walking into the golden castle, and Sweeney, you're looking around at kind of the whole of this place, and you see in the tornado for a moment, you see what looks like a spectral eye watching you, and it fades for a moment, but it's gone.
Fuck. I think we're being observed.
Cool.
Peeps.
Cool. By, like, the king?
I don't know. It could be scrying. It could be mind people. I don't know.
I feel like the King of Chaos would never let Vec eyeball his shit in
I
this
think
area.
it's more up to Vect to decide who he can see, and we may not have much time before Vect makes a move here. That's my thinking.
He'd be moving against the King of Chaos himself.
Yeah,
The
he
fact
doesn't
that this
seem to
place
mind.
still exists is just, I'm just saying.
I know. I think it's going to be a fight, but I think it's Vect watching us.
All right.
If I'm wrong-
Flicking the eye off.
Yeah.
Wait, is he above us?
I don't see where it went.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
That's safe. Yeah.
Well, let's ask one of the slotty. What's with the tornado?
What? You talking about the defenses?
Yes.
Yes, they are new. We have had to change certain things.
And the eyeball in the middle?
What?
There was an eye. We were observed.
Oh, it is watching.
Yes.
What is it?
What is it? What's it?
It is the Lord's greatest pet.
Ooh.
Oh, your guys.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We're fine then.
It's a kitty.
I bet we're definitely fine and all on the same page. Let's go talk to the king.
That's great. Good news.
Yeah.
Is it a kitty?
It is not a kitty.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. It might be a kitty.
I think it might be a kitty.
So you guys step inside the castle, and as you're inside, the place, even though in shape and structure looks like a castle, inside it feels very much like a honeycomb, like a hive. You walk down corridors that are in the shapes of like a long, beautiful castle corridor, but there are holes in the walls and in the ceiling, and you see red and blue slidey scurrying and swimming in and out of these different holes as you walk along. You see water rolling in waves down different hallways, and they take you down essentially a few angles to a point where you start walking and you realize you're walking on the walls. You're walking upside down in certain parts of the castle. And finally, you come to a doorway. A beautiful white and black and gold ornate doorway. The green slotty goes up, and you see on the left and right are two gray slotty decked in beautiful kind of attire with gold and silver, essentially jewelry and bandoliers across their front and on each of their wrists and their legs. The green slotty goes up and kneels before the two gray, and they come up and speak to him quietly. A few moments go by, and the grays look to each other and step back and walk up and look at each of you, eyeing all of you closely, up and down. They look to each other. You hear, and they step back, and they tap the door, and the door begins to melt away. And the green slotty leads you into the next room. You walk inside, and your feet begin to feel wet as you see water starting to wash at your feet. And a few steps in front of you opens up into a large, what would be kind of essentially an audience room that you'd see typically in any king's castle. Marcus has one at the Kemp Estates where typically he might throw and turn into where you guys had the wedding and where you guys have had many buffets and banquets. And this large room, you see as you're stepping in, it looks like is filled with water all over the floor. And as you look up, where you typically see a ceiling, you also see water above you, as if this room has essentially a lake above and a lake below. And as you step in and look up, you see dozens of white lilies sitting on the water, and you see several slotties sitting on these white lily pads. And they're sitting as if they were sitting on normal gravity, but they are looking down at you. And you see in front of you there are 10 green lily pads. The green slotty steps on the first one and beckons each of you to step on it with him as well. And as you step onto it, you see the water that you were stepping in before that was starting to get up to your ankles has now receded deep into the room in front of you. So it seems that there is an actual deep lake into the center of this room. And between both lakes, kind of in the medium of the room, you see two large lily pads, each shaped to kind of form like a flower, but like a throne. One is white and one is black. And resting on the white throne, you see a large golden egg. As you're stepping in and you take a look at the slotty above, you see that some of the ones resting on the white lily pad, some are waking up as if they were sleeping. You see a couple looks like they were conversing, and these are slotty of a lot of different colors, but you don't see any green, you don't see any red, and you don't see any blue. You see some gray slotty, you see different shades of red and gray, you see orange slotty, but you don't see any red or blue or green. And you see with 2 lilies the closest to these, what you can probably suspect are throne lilies, are 2 black-colored sladi. They are large, with large claws, and the most ornate of any of the other sladi. Each of these others look like they might be, royalty, I guess one might suspect.
In terms of what they're wearing?
In what they're wearing, yes. And they're wearing different garbs and clothes. Some are wearing cloaks, some are wearing, spider etching, some are wearing dead creatures on them. Very unique and very different.
Okay.
So there's a
We're on a lily
golden
pad.
egg on the white.
On the white one, and then there's a black lily that's empty.
Okay.
I like it, a lily pad. This is nice.
You will step into the center of the room, and you will address the Lord himself. I will leave you here. And the green sladi steps off the lily. As it does, you see a bunch of the other sladi on the ceiling look at it and kind of snap at it and whisper to one another. A few of them laugh as the green sladi bends its head down and slowly steps out of the room.
How far up are those other sladi from us?
They're about 30 feet up in the air.
Okay. All right.
I'll step forward.
So you step onto the second lily, and they go out into 10 lily pads. Out into the 10th takes you pretty much right up to kind of the very far front of the room, in front of the 2 floating lily pads in the air.
And the black sladi are adjacent to the lily pads in the front?
The black sladi are above them, but they are
Closest.
the closest to them on either side.
Oh, they're on the ceiling.
They're on the ceiling.
Oh, got
all of the sladi are on the ceiling except for these 2 lilies that are floating, basically in between both.
Got it.
One white, one black, and the white one has a golden egg.
I'm here to speak to the Lord of this place. Woohoo!
You see a few of the sladi on the ceiling laugh a little bit and roll around. Other ones hiss at you. And you see, as you say this, the golden egg start to pulse. And you see an arm reach out as if the egg takes shape around the arm. Like the arm is pushing out of it, like it's clay. And the golden egg starts to basically mold and shift and shape into all different designs. You see geometric shapes, you see arms and legs and appendages and eyes and teeth, and then suddenly molds itself into a golden sladi. And this sladi is larger than any of the other ones you've seen before. It's about 18 feet tall, resting on this white lily, looking down at all of you. Its grin is wider because of its size than any you'd seen, and it is smiling at you.
I smile back.
You are human.
And I'm crazy as fuck.
As you say this, a bunch of other sladi laugh on the ceiling. You're crazy, you say. Excellent, excellent, excellent. What are you doing here?
Looking. I have more to say. But that's for you to guess.
A game! You want to play a game!
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
A
Christ.
game with no rules.
I love a game.
And the game is over.
Game's
Good
done.
job, everybody.
You've ended my game already!
What game? Was
And
there a game?
As he screams this at you, the other sladi retreat into the water above, and you see the water beneath you pulse once.
How is life not a game?
It's a never-ending game. You can't end it.
But now that you know that you're playing, you're always losing. Unless you forget that you're playing the game. Dinner is acceptable for breakfast, by the way.
How? What?
Shh.
Okay.
Look,
fine.
listen. Hi, my name is Izzy.
But her name could actually not be Izzy.
You are
Yeah.
peculiar creatures. Are you here to take my kingdom?
No. We want to restore your kingdom.
You know what? Who knows what we want? But I will tell you this. Vex should be dead.
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah. And orange is a terrible flavor for candy.
Yeah.
Bad. Yeah.
Interesting. So you are against Vect.
Oh, yeah.
wholeheartedly.
Is that why one of my lieutenants brought you here?
Yes.
It was not so that we could torture you and get information.
No?
Probably not. But, you know, the world is a chaotic place.
Also, what's better than torturing your greatest enemy? And we have information about him that we're willing to freely give you.
Yeah, you
don't even have to poke us with pins. We're just going to tell you.
Well, we wouldn't poke you with pins. We would, well, it all depends on how forthcoming you are. So what information do you have to give me? Is this your game? This game you said that I lost.
You're still playing the game. What are you talking about?
What rules does this game have?
There is no rules. Life is a game. We could tell you about the infrastructure of what's keeping their protective seal around his base.
Are you talking about the creatures, these brain-like creatures?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more. Have you figured out how to stop them?
I think we have a pretty solid plan. They're all connected. If you affect one, you could potentially affect all of them. But there is a centered brain that is the biggest of them all. Think of it like a web. In the middle, there's the bigger brain, and then there's satellite brains.
And check this out.
Yeah.
We're willing to dive bomb that brain.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, it means we're willing to kamikaze our way in and kill that brain.
Take down all the brains.
Take down all the brains.
Get funnel
So,
cake.
how do you plan to get close enough without them knowing you're arriving?
We're pretty magic.
Yeah.
That's a great point. How do you plan to get past their field of no magic? I've had some bit of a challenge with that.
Well, I'm going to bring my wizard forth because he said he has a plan.
By the way, Sweeney is just standing here, silent, eyes wide, just watching everyone like, what the fuck? Like, barely keeping up with whatever's going on.
Okay.
As you turn back to Sweeney, you see a few of the slotties start to creep back from the water above onto their lily pads and looking down at you again. The black slotty, by the way, have not moved. They have remained the whole time.
I'm going to wave at them. Hello! Peanut butter is an acceptable donut filling.
You see one of the slotties slope down and land on the white lily pad next to the golden slotty, the king, and whispers in its ear, I think you're right. One of my dukes here believes that you are, what is the word, making fun of me?
Nope, we're just this weird. This is actually like, we finally get to be weird and like not have to hold back anything. Also, I think we need to bring back perms. They looked really good when you do them right.
Now that's where she's right.
Thank you.
So far your information has been absolutely useless, so why will I keep you alive?
We can help you stop Vect and kill him.
How do you plan to do this?
We can use magic to get into one of his fortresses.
How can you do that?
We have an inside man
Yes.
of sorts.
And a tree.
And a tree.
Yeah, I grew a tree inside of his place. Right before I died. Did you know I died?
We died, but we've come back from the dead.
You've resurrected yourselves.
Yeah.
Very intriguing indeed. How did you do that?
With magic. Because we're
Very magical.
we're very powerful. We may be some of the most powerful people from the material plane.
Which is how we lasted so long here.
Yeah.
I also want to say, Vec doesn't only just not like us.
Oh yeah.
He hates us.
He's very, 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 very would not want to know that if he found out that we were alive, it would be very bad. But also, we could potentially use that as something to our advantage. Maybe by working together, we can come up with some sort of plan to work together. To work together
It's
to.
okay. You're fine. You're fine.
I don't know what to.
You hear behind you, who's kind of crouching, Larai's.
Cheese is meat. I like cheese. I'm crazy too.
Just say something random.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Sweeney, and we are of the Velvet League. That one's Prince Horace Kemp, and that one's Izzy Buchanan.
Oh, you do have proper manners. See, you barged in here and started claiming requests of me without giving your name.
No,
Aw,
I'm so
that is-
sorry. We didn't do that on purpose. We were just...
We didn't think you'd be so formal. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, people call you the Lord of Insanity.
Chaos.
They call me what? Mm-mm. You see all of the slotty go up under the water, except for the two black.
I said they call me the Lord of Insanity. And so
You're going to need to roll a deception check for that one.
I know.
All right, that's a 16.
Okay. Oh, it's a pretty bad roll. They call you the Lord of Insanity.
Because I'm crazy.
But we can also be
The
trusted.
golden slotty leaps down and lands
shit.
on the water in front of you, just standing on it, like as if not going through the water, just standing on it. Let me see. Come closer.
All right.
So you step up to the front lily pad in front of him, and he's towering over you. He reaches down and grabs two of your arms and picks you up off the ground.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yes,
There he
this
goes.
is-
And pulls you in really close and looks into your eyes. Yes, there is just a tiny hint of insanity in there.
Oh, yeah. I'd say more than a hint,
I would
honestly.
say more than... Well, I mean, comparative to...
What is your wife's name?
I forget.
You are crazy.
Do you truly forget?
I truly don't remember my wife's name.
My goodness, there is a bit of madness in there.
Don't look at me. I have a beard.
Yeah, sorry. I have, like, pet names for her, and I really don't ever call her by her actual name.
I don't even have that in my notes. I can't even tell you.
I'll be sure to visit you then.
Please do.
And he sets you back down on the lily pad. The one who has trouble speaking. Do you have anything to say?
We have weapons and magical items inside of one of Vect's fortresses, and we can use magic to get to it. And if we go to get to it, you can come with us, and then we'll be inside his fortress. Or we can go get our stuff and come back here, and then from here we can go and get to the Elder Brain, which is the big one. Actually, what we could do is bring the brain here, because I can't go to it, but I can bring it here.
I've had enough of your speaking.
Me too.
Okay.
He's crazy also.
So far, I have learned everything that I already know about Vect's defenses. And you said that your plan is to use magic where Vect removes magic. Do you think I would have remained here if I could have used my power to encompass Limbo again? Do you think I will leave my defenses to go on some merry trip and adventure with you to stop him?
My apologies. I need to ask my wizard a quick question.
Sure.
Didn't we use magic to get out?
Yeah, Izzy used magic to escape.
Wait. No, I died.
But then you came back to life
In the second's body.
in the second's body inside of
prison.
the prison, and you were using magic.
The prison did allow magic, yeah. It's weird. It's like some places you can, some places you can't.
So, check this out. Nugget.
Some places you can, some places you can't.
The prison you can use magic in.
The prison you can use magic in.
Maybe that's a little kink in the armor? Chink?
Are you sure about this?
It
Oh,
certainly
positive.
seemed to allow it. Now we will.
That's how I'm standing here right now. Actually, it's how we're all standing here right now. I've seen the inside of the prison.
Would you like to roll a intelligence check to remember if that was exactly why you were able to do magic in that
This be
prison?
Arcana?
This would be magic. No, this would just be intelligence check, because you guys are misremembering
12.
something.
Well, we weren't there.
I know.
12?
12? No, I think you do believe that you did regular magic in that prison.
Okay, but it was a spell, though. It was a magical spell.
She did. She was able to do it.
Yeah.
So that
I
means
rolled
it's
really
not
high,
it's
though.
not a null magic. Oh, that's right, because you rolled
I rolled
super
really
high.
well.
That's okay. Well,
No,
that
it wasn't.
means-
Well, it was rolling, but it was the weird spirit magic of the second's life force.
Oh, yeah, we got advantages. Look, the point is...
If you can do it once, you can do it again.
Well, that's the hope.
The point is, it is not just completely void of possible magic. And we think
You
would
can
have...
use magic in the prison.
Possibly.
Possibly.
We can try.
She did. Not possibly. She did.
A little
The
bit.
golden slutty speaks to the doorway, and one of the gray slutty comes in, and the golden slutty beckons him onto one of the lily pads behind you, and you see the slutty above you, like, laughing a little bit, and the golden slutty's smile grows wider and wider. And just then, you see something come up and out of the water beneath you and drag the gray slutty under.
Oh.
Rock and roll.
He was part of my intelligence. And it seems that he is lacking in the intelligence that we need. We were told we could not penetrate the prison with magic. We will send other forces to do so.
Why don't you leave that to us?
We can lead your forces in to the fortress.
We are the penny.
We've been there, Lord. Mm-hmm. Look at us like inside men. And women.
You've been inside the prison.
I have.
What can you tell me of its structure? I am looking for this large brain. Is it kept in the prison?
Do you
I gotta
know
do an
that?
insight check.
Do you know
There
that?
was a brain in the prison. I don't know if it was like the mega brain, though.
Oh.
It was just because they're all networked and connected. Hold on.
What about that weird lady that you saw?
Oh, yeah. The hair thing.
Can I have
She was the ring,
a
right?
memory? What is that?
For intelligence check?
Yeah.
To try to remember something?
Yeah.
It would just be intelligence check.
Well, that does nothing. 17.
17. You don't remember, when you were in the prison, you don't remember hearing about or knowing where the brain is.
I thought, what's his face told me?
Lorai?
Yeah.
He knows about it. He didn't tell you where the brain is.
But then how did we talk about infecting it?
You had that idea, but you never implemented it. There was no talk of
But
how
how
it
would
might
I have
happen.
even had that idea had I not known
no,
about
he
the
told
brain?
he told you that it existed, but not where it was.
He told you that it was underground somewhere. He just doesn't know where it is.
Okay.
Or he didn't tell you where it is.
Yep, got to bring down the brains. I mean, or not. I mean, how are the brains even operating to begin with? Why infect magic when you could just remove it?
So one of our ideas, Lord, is to infect the brains so that they would spread a kind of STD, if you will.
Do we have a method to do that?
I don't really have a disease in mind or I guess, the greatest thing would be is if we could just confuse it or make them go crazy.
What about
The brains can lose their minds.
what about contagion?
You're a druid, right? I mean,
Oh.
that's rhetorical.
Am I?
So, like bacteria and, diseases, that's all match, right?
I don't think they're natural brains though.
What about the spell contagion?
Yeah, I mean, we're still thinking about what's powering them is their own life force. I don't think they're powered by blood and a soul. I think they're just powered by magic. So what's an infectious magic? Contagion can if you're an organic enzyme, contagion will affect you. But if
Contagion, you could do something to them called a mind fire.
what does that do?
The creature's mind becomes feverish. The creature has disadvantage on intelligence checks and intelligence saving throws.
Our brains
Creature
creatures?
behaves as if under the effects of the confusion spell during combat.
Let's ask him.
There's also slimy doom. Creature begins to bleed uncontrollably. The creature has disadvantage on constitution checks and saving throws. In addition, whenever the creature takes damage, it is stunned until the end of its next turn.
I don't like that. I want something permanent, ongoing,
This
and not
lasts-
needing my concentration.
I mean,
7 days.
My lord, we're just spitballing right here. In the end, we all want Vec to die.
I could also try disintegrating the brain.
There you go.
well,
You want him to die? So do we. But I need to know that you are capable of doing what you say. Otherwise, you might just be, well, agents of Vect that I am unsure of why you are here.
What do you propose?
I propose we solve this the only way one can solve this.
Rubik's Cubes.
The game of shapes.
Uh-huh.
As the Lord, the Golden Slutty, says this, the other Slutty on the ceiling start clapping excitedly. Are you interested in playing the game of shapes?
What is the game of shapes?
Well, you have to agree to play the game of shapes before I can tell you the rules.
but I'm already playing another game.
I'm going to give that a yes. We're going to play the game of shapes.
Yeah, we're in for the game of shapes.
Excellent. All right. Who volunteers to be the patron for the game of shapes?
What? In order for us to determine the best person for that job, we would like to know the rules of the game of shapes.
We already agreed, so no matter what we're playing,
We're definitely going to play, but who's the patron?
we
We don't know what that
means.
means yet.
Yeah.
I would say the cleverest of you as to be your patron.
Oh, that's me. Just kidding. So that's probably... Are you super intelligent?
I'm pretty good.
Okay. Well, then, yeah.
Yeah.
This one, the one that cannot speak.
Yeah.
I know. Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he is clever.
Is he? Is he clever?
Come on, don't say your own name.
Come on.
Yeah, me.
So you Sweeney, is it?
Yes.
That is your name?
Sure. Yeah.
No.
It's what I mean, not my given
really.
name. It's what people call me. My given name is Linus Whitaker.
Excellent. Mr. Sweeney Linus Whitaker, please step up here. And he basically beckons you to step onto the water.
All right.
And you step onto the water,
Yes.
and you're standing on it.
You're just like Jesus.
I have come back to life 3 times.
Exactly.
Now, and the golden slutty jumps back up to its white lily. Now the game of shapes begins. And, of course, your friends will remain there. And as he waves his hands, the 2 lilies that you're standing on swirl around both of you and hold you.
Oh, they hold me and Izzy?
Yeah, you and Izzy in place.
And Larai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready to begin?
Better
The game
be.
of shapes is simple. I will describe to you a shape and you will tell me what it is. If you get it wrong, you will lose something precious to you. And if you ask for a clue, you will also lose something precious. But I am nice. I will do my best. But are you ready?
Yes.
There are 3 things. 3 shapes I will describe to you, and you will tell me what they are. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I eat, I live. I breathe, I live. I drink, I die. What am I?
I eat, I live. I breathe, I live. I drink, I die. What am I?
I'm not allowed to say anything.
But I can cast a message and talk to you guys
Oh.
psychically.
Are you asking that to the golden slutty?
Yeah, am I allowed to say anything?
No!
Oh, 'cause
You are
he's-
not the patron.
He's the patron.
I'm going to,
Cast message?
yeah, really covertly just point my
Yeah.
finger, touch my wrist, cast message.
Okay.
Any ideas?
Fire.
Fire. The shape is fire.
The golden slutty starts to shift and move and takes the shape of fire. Correct! You've gotten my first one.
Wild.
Very clever.
Cool.
Now for your next. I disappear every time you say my name. What am I?
Silence.
Correct! You have gotten my second riddle. You are quite clever indeed.
What is the shape of silence?
I was going to ask that.
Would you like to see the shape of silence?
Probably going to be better than the shape of water.
Kelly's shaking her head at me.
Rolling her eyes.
It sounds like a really good 80s pop song, though.
As you say this, the golden slutty's eyes start to recede into the back of its head.
I didn't say yes.
And the other slutty start to drip out of their lilies back into the water, and you see its shape start to expand. The golden slutty's golden body stretches up over the top of the room, beneath the bottom of the room, and almost everything in your vision is becoming eclipsing by this golden wave enveloping everything. Would you like to know the shape of silence?
What's the third shape?
And the room closes in golden darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's back to normal.
Oh.
And he's back in front of you.
Yeah, we're cool. We don't
That's
need to see
fun.
that shape.
I like that. That's like sleeping, but you're awake.
Yeah, we don't need to see the shape.
That's good.
Now for your last riddle.
Uh-huh.
I have a name that's not mine, and no one thinks of me in their prime. People look upon me and cry at my sight, while many lie beneath me all day and night.
Death.
What am I?
I'll message you
Okay,
both.
Okay.
I'm thinking death.
That feels
It's just that first line that throws me off of it.
Well, what?
I have a name that's not mine.
Name that's not mine.
That's the part that seems a little screwy.
So the way to
Yeah,
solve...
because it's not plague.
So the way you have to do riddles is you have to, if you come up with something, you have to make sure each thing matches.
Right.
So definitely the prime thing.
Yeah. They don't think of me in my prime.
But also, I don't think you lay underneath death.
That's not exact.
Yeah.
Can I make an intelligence check in playing this game that we're playing?
Sure, you can make an intelligence check.
Can I, because since I'm also hearing this?
Yeah.
All right.
I would say all of you can make an intelligence
Make
check
an
since you guys are doing this.
See if we can get a hint.
I got a 19.
I got a 15.
Oh, 3.
Oh, Jesus.
Horace, you can ask me one question with your intelligence check, and I will give you like a clue of sorts.
Okay.
Wait, lay above and below?
No, they lay below me all night and day.
It's a tombstone.
I have a name.
I have a
that's
name that
not
isn't mine, which is the name on the tombstone, but that's not a tombstone's name. People don't think of me in my prime. People don't think I'm going to need a tombstone in your prime.
Right.
And people lay below them all
They
day and all
cry
day.
at the sight of you.
They cry at the sight of you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
3.
Okay, so with my intelligence, yeah, nice 3.
You tell them that.
With my intelligence check, is Tombstone correct?
You feel pretty good about
Okay,
Tombstone.
All right,
Yeah.
Tombstone.
It's a tombstone.
The golden slotty leans and smiles at you. The smile turns to a grimace. You've solved my game. You've won the game of shapes.
Yay.
My goodness. No one has won my game of shapes.
Yay.
But a deal is a deal. So, now that I know I can trust you,
Yeah. That's what that proves.
you don't believe it proves that?
No, I'm saying that's what that proves.
Exactly.
That's what that proves.
I'm sleeping. You got to poke me to wake me up here. I like being tangled up in thorns.
So, what do you want?
To kill Vect and get your help to do it.
Yes, I want to do that as well, but be specific, boy.
I'd like to create a doorway into a magical other plane, which then we can teleport out of in order to recover our magical items and begin an incursion to kill Vect.
Excellent. How can I help with this?
I would love an army,
An army of my warriors?
presumably.
or any
Or
army you
any.
can get us.
Yeah, if you have an army that's not your warriors just like hanging around, that's fine too. But
I don't have many armies that will be useful in Vex's domain. Again, these warriors are very strong, and their claws and their teeth are very sharp, but their magic is useless.
sure, that makes sense. That makes sense. And we also don't want...
Not if we shut the brain down.
Right, so perhaps that's our first step. After we get our magic items, then we make an incursion into the brain. Now,
So, my lord, what we're asking of you specifically is that you help us kill Vect. And part of that help means figuring out how do we kill him. But we're here now. So you've got us, which is super powerful. I mean, think about this. We won the game of shapes.
yeah,
That is true. You did win the game of shapes.
And nobody's ever won that.
I know what I want.
tell us what you want.
I want a bit of your essence in a bottle.
Wow.
And I want to take that bottle and inject it into the major brain. And I want you to become part of those brains.
That's a good idea, actually.
That's actually really solid.
Yeah,
That's
so-
actually very, very good.
I want,
So we're gonna
I
need you
want
to jerk
part
off
of
into
you,
this cup.
I want part of you to be the system that is blocking all magic. And I know exactly what you're going to do once you take over all of that. I don't really, but like...
Interesting. So I
Take
would
control.
take over this
Yes.
network.
Yes,
That's-
I want to do that. That's what I want to do. I mean, I think
That's-
it's a potion, or it could be like a serum,
Or-
or maybe like...
I have not personally infected anything in quite a while. And the golden slotty extends its left hand, and out of it you see a bone-like claw protrude with a hollow end, as if to inject something.
Mm-hmm.
I have not done so in quite a while. You mean to use my children's unique way of infecting to infect said brain network?
Yeah,
Hell yes.
yeah.
Why didn't you think of this? And looks up at one of the other slutty, and it retreats back up into the pool of water.
Get him. Get him.
Yeah, I mean, finding good help is really hard, honestly, when you think about it.
Yeah, we had many people come and go through our group before we settled on this one. So,
Tell me, how you just need part of my essence, you say?
I think that will.
You would know better than. Well, you've infected things in the past. What is the volume where you're able to be capable of infecting?
Well, I can give you part of my chaos phage. It is an egg that you could use to inject.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That sounds real good.
We're good at carrying things.
Now, this is part of my essence, so I do trust that you will do well with it.
I promise.
We would like to. Yeah. We want this plan to succeed. So
Do you have a container?
We do.
we need to make one.
Let me think.
I mean, we have
I could
pockets.
swallow it. I mean,
But,
I could be the container for a little bit.
Yeah, her mouth.
I don't know.
Yeah, you joke, but it could be a bigger mouth.
I mean, okay.
Remember, if
could become
I'm
a king.
holding something and then I shift, it just
That's true.
goes into me.
Become a kangaroo.
Oh, that's so cute. Is the sound of pouch makes?
Yeah.
Okay. Boing.
I mean,
No,
my
I mean, we're
lord,
just saying.
My lord, I don't want to presume, but can you not spare a container?
Just wrap it up in a lily pad or something.
I mean, bro, you don't got a box?
Like a go bag or something.
I'm not going to give you my egg because you don't have a bag. Bags are 10 cents here.
Sorry, I forgot my bag at home.
It's in my trunk. I'm sorry.
Good question! Do we have any containers? And you see a few sliddies slip up into the water and come back down with, like, different glass jars.
Specific container for this specific thing. See? I
Perfect.
knew. Good. There we go.
Perfect.
Well, hold this for me. And he extends the bony kind of injector out of his left palm.
Yep.
And you see a golden egg drop out into your hands.
Oh,
And
how big is it?
It's like ostrich size egg.
Christ.
With inside, you just see like whirling, almost like cosmic golden energy swirling inside of it.
Nice. I know. Okay. Good. Plan. Brain.
Okay.
Infect brain.
Do you happen to know any more information about where the Elder Brain is located so we can make our final attack there?
You said you already knew about the network. So.
I know about the network, but I don't know where the brain is, unfortunately. I would have tried to kill it years ago.
Do a locate object.
Or a scry?
I could scry. Yes.
because if-
actually, you know who might know is our pet here. But. I never did ring him out for more
Are
information.
you speaking of the dirty Githzeri that you've had in my presence this whole time?
They're dirty, but they talk.
They do talk.
Mm-hmm.
We can make him talk.
I think so, because I didn't really actually press it that much.
And the golden slidey snaps its fingers, and the lily pad whirls around the Githzeri and holds it in place.
Also, it's rude to do things to other people's property.
I'm sorry, what was that? Did you tell me what was rude in my domain?
He's our pet.
Please step aside and I'll speak to the Githzeri.
Okay, but can I torture your other guy who didn't know jack shit? I'm kidding. But no, really, you should punish him.
I think he did.
He ran away. The other one got eaten.
One
The
of
other
them,
one ran
one of them
away.
swam away, yeah.
Oh.
I'm here to help.
So what does this little Githzeri know?
We didn't really ask much about the brains. Like,
I know that there is a larger brain, an elder brain, somewhere underground. It is probably close to where Vex, I imagine, where he is keeping the spawning stone, and where he is keeping, I don't know, the rest of his things.
like the headquarters, like his main place.
Yes, he has built a kingdom around specifically the spawning stone, which was originally mine and my other's protection.
So you know where that is.
Yes, I know where the spawning stone is.
You conjure a portal linking an unoccupied space you can see within range to a precise location on a different plane of existence. Precise location. Would spawning stone function?
Would spawning stone function? Do you mean like as a specific
Precise.
location?
Yeah.
This lord could probably give you the exact location of the spawning stone.
All right.
But it's underground. Stone can be, on the surface level, but this brain is below.
Well, we open the portal. We'll find out right away.
I wish we could just open the portal right next to the brain.
I mean, Potentially we
Also-
can if we can scry on the brain and see what that environment's like. But we need to get a location, which is the problem. If we can see the brain near the stone, then we're good.
My lord, quick question.
Yes,
Do you want us to succeed
of course.
in infecting this brain with your essence?
Absolutely.
So, can you help us? Can you support us in this endeavor? Because if this works, Limbo will be yours again.
I do support you. I've given you part of my essence.
I don't have any weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you are looking for supplies then?
Yeah.
I was saying yeah.
I'm good. I got the egg.
We can certainly equip you with certain weapons if that's what you're looking for.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need a pot of dirt.
A pot of dirt? Well, you can find that outside. Do you need
Well,
a specific kind of dirt?
I just wanted your permission first. I didn't want to touch your shit.
Ooh, very nice.
That's all. Like,
Well, yes, we can equip you. Are you looking for a specific weapon indeed? My War Master will equip you. And he points to one of the orange and gray slidey above. And you see he's kind of adorned with silver platinum-like daggers across the bandolier of his.
Okay. Yeah, can we talk after this?
Yes, he says yes.
Well, I won't be able to understand him, though.
We could get there's a green slutty that we were speaking with who understands our language.
I will convince him to speak your common language.
If
we
I'm-
all speak it if
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
we just
to.
have
Ah,
Yeah,
nice,
yeah, good.
nice.
What do you want, Sweeney?
Can you get a spell book?
I think
magic spell.
I think we make 2 trips because we have to make them from the mansion anyway.
Okay.
So I think we first make our trip to get our stuff,
Okay.
and I think
Here's my worry. That first trip is going to trigger Vec knowing we're alive.
yes,
So, I think that maybe we need to make the brain our first trip.
I don't even think we need those things.
I would love those things.
He needs spells.
I need those things.
You're about to ask the King of Chaos. He's trying to equip you with weapons. You could literally get the source of chaos magic and be one of the most gnarly wizards of all times. Let go of your security blankets, Linus.
Yeah, let go of your comfort zone.
Yeah, I, Linus, should let go of my security blanket.
The blanket.
That's true.
Let go of the blanket.
Yeah,
He
it's a
could-
valid point.
He could give you the best, well, one of the best spell books ever.
Can you imbue me with chaos?
Whoa. That's the wrong
book,
question, buddy.
like a book.
We certainly can. If you step forward, I'll inject you.
Yeah,
You might
that's-
lose your personality.
That's not the thing I wanted.
We want a text.
My lord, if I may. My friend is a wizard, and we would be so much more set up to assault this brain and imbue it with your chaos if he had some powerful spells.
We do have a library from dead wizards that's tried to penetrate my kingdom before. You mean they're
Those fools.
trapperies?
That
Those
stuff would
tomes.
be tight, yeah.
Holy moly! You could get some like high wizard books.
We still need to get Doris, like you with a magic weapon. Like we still need our stuff.
Listen,
Get there.
And
I'm
I
gonna
think
get a
I think
magic
once
weapon.
we're in Elderbrain Town, like it gets pretty bad pretty quick.
I know, but you know what? Doris, I love him to death, but I can get another magic sword. Don't ever tell Doris I said that.
I will never, while you're awake.
And like, dude, let's go for it.
Like healing potions and stuff that we had there.
The healing is inside.
If you heal people, I'm on board, Izzy.
Well, I mean, you gotta ask.
I often do.
We've got a Lord of Chaos.
My Deck of Illusions, my Cloak of Protection, Tiny Tom, all the magic shit we got last time.
That's some
All right.
beginner shit.
That's
We're
not
level
beginner
20.
shit. We need this shit.
All right, hold on.
I
hold
grant you that trip will be easier once the Elderbrain is downed.
on. Okay, well then, maybe
So-
we do that second trip.
So it's the second trip, and then third
All right.
trip is Vect.
Okay,
I'm on board with that.
all right. Yes.
Okay. First trip, infect the Elderbrain. Second trip, we'll get our shit. Those have to be on separate days anyway. That gives us a chance to infect that
I
brain.
thought we'd do like one right after another because I could do locate object.
I can't.
Once we're there.
I can't get us. So here's the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
That first trip,
Mm-hmm.
the Elderbrain trip, has to be less than 1 minute or we're stuck there.
So what's so bad with that, though? Because once we're there, we're closer to our shit. And then we do locate objects, and then we become literally the wind,
Yeah,
and we get our objects.
that's true. That's an option.
But the thing is like, even when we get our gear, then what?
Then we kill that.
Oh god, then we're going into it?
Yeah, so I think maybe then what we do...
Or we can dick around for 2 adventures.
Sure we can.
Shopping episode?
So I think we need to bring some forces with us.
Not only that, we need to equip ourselves. You need a spell book.
Yeah.
And that's going to take like a day
Probably. Yeah,
So
it's in order to
reading.
learn the new spells, yeah.
of reading.
Yeah.
Because you're a fast reader, thank God. Took me like
I
2
gotta-
years to read a Tom Clancy novel.
Oh, yeah, I gotta grow a tree.
Okay.
I
You
think
all laugh.
I think
but
I know...
it's gonna pay off real good.
I
and
think
you'll
I
be
know
like,
what she's
"Thank
going for
God,
here. I think-
she's been planting this for the last 7 seasons. Literally.
All right.
You'll see.
I'm still allowed to laugh at druid stuff.
Yeah, that's
Okay, let's get all equipped out.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the body.
So, how much experience do we get?
Well, now we have a skeleton army, so that's pretty neat.